Hey everyone, Emily here and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be trying another recipe that I found on the internet, and this one is coming from TikTok. Now there's this guy Logan that's going completely viral for all of his cucumber salad recipes, and they seem really easy and really good. I have cucumbers growing in the garden, so I'm always looking for a way to use some up, so I figured we would give a couple of these a try and see how they come out. Let's get started. The first recipe I want to try out is the California roll cucumber salad, and it seems super easy. It's basically most of the ingredients that go into a California roll. We're going to start off by thinly slicing our cucumber. Now, he typically uses a mandolin. I don't have one, so we're just going to slice this as thinly as possible. There is absolutely no need to peel your cucumber, but you definitely can do that if that's how you prefer to eat them. And I just picked this cucumber the other day right out of the garden, so it's super fresh. And Jax is watching because he always likes the ends of the cucumbers. Jax, see it? So one thing this guy does with all of his cucumber salads is he always shakes them in a container. So I'm going to put this straight into a container that has a lid, and I'm going to add in the rest of my ingredients right here. Of course, this is a California roll cucumber salad, so we have to use some imitation crab. I have just the chunk style here, about a half a bag. I'm going to break this up just a little bit and give it a little additional chop to have some smaller pieces in there. And then I'll put that straight into my container. The last little bit of chopping for this will be my avocado. He doesn't really have any measurements in his cucumber salads, so I'm going to start with half, see if that's enough, and maybe throw in the other half or an additional quarter once I get this all in there. A good trick for slicing up your avocado is once you have that cut in half, you're going to gently run your knife, creating slices within the avocado without breaking the skin. You can see the skin doesn't have any holes in it. Then I'm going to go right across those slices, do the same thing, and then you take your spoon and run that right along the edge, and you're going to get some really nice chunks without really having to do much work. This is super easy. I feel like I could use a little bit more avocado, so I'm going to just use the other half. That's it for chopping, so I'm just going to add in about a tablespoon of Kewpie mayo, and this can be found usually in the international section of your grocery store. It's basically Japanese mayo, and it does have a little bit more egg yolk in there, so it's a little bit creamier. He said a little bit of soy sauce. I'm using coconut aminos, and I guess I'll do, I don't know, maybe about a tablespoon. I'll do a few shakes of sesame seed and a little bit of cream cheese. This is whipped cream cheese. He does specify that you should use whipped, and I think it's just because it's going to mix it a little bit easier when you shake things up. My own addition is going to be just a little bit of red chili flakes. We have all of our salad ingredients combined together here. This looks like it's going to be really good, and I'm just gonna pop my lid onto my container. Now, of course, you could probably just do this in a bowl and mix it up, but I figured I would try his method, and I'm just gonna give this a shake. I feel like this is a little bit of a salad and a workout. I'm gonna pop the top off and see how this all came out. All right, it's definitely not the most beautiful presentation when you do it this way. It might be better just to do it in a bowl, but it's definitely effective. All right, so this is all mixed together, and it does seem like it's gonna be really good. So let's give this a try and see how the California roll cucumber salad turned out. Here we go. This is actually really good. I'm not surprised. It seemed like it was gonna be really good, but all the flavors combine really well. If I were to make this again, and I do think I will be making this again, I would probably add in the avocado after I've mixed all of the salad because it kind of mushes up in the sauce. But otherwise, I think this is a fantastic salad. The next one I'm going to try is his peanut sauce inspired cucumber salad, and it does have a clove of garlic in it. I'm gonna use some of my frozen garlic cloves, and these come pre-minced, so I'm gonna pop one of these into the bowl first, just so it has some time to kind of melt before I mix everything up, and these melt pretty quickly. Now, all of these recipes call for 1 whole cucumber thinly sliced. This one is a little bit bigger, so I'm just going to use half. And I'm also going to cut this in half so I have some smaller slices and remove the seeds on this one. Just had a little bit more time on the vine, so it's a little bit more seedy than what I would like. Otherwise, I'm going to do the exact same thing and just thinly slice this before adding it straight into my container. That's all the chopping you have to do for this one. Of course, this is a peanut sauce inspired recipe, so I'm going to add in about a tablespoon, maybe slightly more, of peanut butter. I'm using natural chunky peanut butter, but you can use whatever you prefer. I just happen to like the extra peanut chunks in there. A little bit of sesame oil, and once again, a little soy sauce. I am using coconut aminos. And then just my own personal addition, a little bit of chili flake. We're gonna try shaking this one again, so I'm going to pop on my lid and shake it up. Once again, doesn't look the prettiest, but I think it's going to taste just fine. Now, I do already make a salad like this that's pretty similar. I haven't ever added a fresh garlic clove to that though, and normally I also throw in some carrots, so you could probably make whatever additions you want, but I know this is gonna turn out amazing, so let's give this a try. That's really good. And I do like the garlic. It's not too overpowering. And one thing I noticed when I use these garlic cloves that are frozen is they're a little bit less harsh than a fresh garlic clove that hasn't been frozen. So if you typically aren't a fan of fresh garlic because the flavor is just a little bit too strong, this might be a good way around that. Both of these salads were so good and so easy, and I'm definitely going to be making these again and probably trying a few more of his recipes. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell icon so you can get notified every time I post. As always, you can find the full recipe listed down in the description box below, and I'll also share a link to the original creator. You can find links to all of my social media pages. You can follow along for more cooking content in the description box as well. Hope to see you back here next time.